Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to episode 11 of AutoAudiography. This week, we're going to take a look at another album that has kind of a fun story to it for me, and that is Jimmy Eat World's Futures. Okay, so Futures, I think is the fourth studio album from Jimmy Eat World. I can't remember. There was, previous to this one was Bleed American. I believe before that was Clarity, and before that was Static Prevails, I want to say. So fourth studio album. This is a gatefold, all the lyrics on the inside. Vinyl is black, but on side 4 of the album, instead of having songs on it, it has this etching that looks like a globe grid kind of thing. You can see it there. So yeah, kind of neat, I guess. Now, as far as my story is concerned, Jimmy Eat World is my wife's favorite band, like absolute favorite, hands down. And this album, when it came out, Jimmy Eat World was touring with Green Day on their, I think it was American Idiot album. And my wife hadn't, I actually don't think either of us had seen Jimmy Eat World live yet. But we decided we wanted to go. And we get there, it's a big venue. It's the Palace of Auburn Hills. It's where the Detroit Pistons play basketball. But we went there, and I forget who the very opening band was. There might not have been one, now that I'm thinking about it. But Jimmy Eat World was opening up for Green Day. And so it was my wife and I, and then our friends who were a couple. We were main floor, just standing in back, just enjoying the show. And my wife decided she wanted to go up front when Jimmy Eat World started playing. So we, shuffled our way forward and got about halfway up to the stage. And we're just sitting there, and we're both singing along. And it was a great show. They did a really great set, and every song on this album is just really good. I really enjoyed it. So for Green Day, we decided to step back and watch the show. And we're sitting there, the four of us, just standing there watching. And I have a habit of looking around at people while I'm at a show or whatever, just out. And I happen to turn to my left, a little bit behind me, and I noticed this guy. And I look at him for a second, and I turn back and look at the stage, and like going through it in my head. I turn back around, I see him again. And it was the lead singer for Jimmy Eat World. And I look over to my friend Nick. I was like, dude, holy shit, he's right. Jim is right there. He's like, what? He turns around, he looks, and he's like, oh, that's awesome. And I look at my wife, and I like tap her on the shoulder, and she's like, what? I said, turn around. She's like, why? I was like, just look over your left shoulder. So she looks, and she's like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, do you want to go talk to him? She was like, I can't go talk to him. I was like, it's easy. He's just a person. go up to him and be like, hey, I really enjoy your music. Great set, whatever. Just go up and talk to him. And she was just completely starstruck. It was hilarious. Now at this point in my life, I'd actually met a few other famous people, I guess. This was after, of course, the Green Day show, the Green Day Blink-182 show that I was backstage at. I met those guys. You go to a lot of little shows, smaller venues, with like lesser known punk bands, I guess, and you get to meet all those guys. So I've met a bunch of guys from different shows and different bands. So I mean, I'm not saying it's hard for me to get starstruck. It's just it has to be the right person, As far as I'm concerned, I can go up to anybody and just be like, "Hey, you're a regular dude. Let's talk about stuff," or I'll just say how much I like your music or whatever, what have you. So back to the story. I tell my wife, okay, well, Nick and I are going to go over and talk to him. Why don't you just come with us? So my friend Nick and I walk over to him, and I was like, dude, your new album is fantastic. Your show was great. I really, really like what you're doing. And, he was thankful. He was like, thanks a lot, This tour is awesome. We never played big places like this before. I was like, well, man, you guys deserve it. This album really, really did something special. And I was like, actually, you're my wife's favorite band. And I like kind of ushered her in front of me. And she, I'll never forget this. She goes, we came just to see you. And he's like, oh, thanks. But Green Day puts on a great show too. And she's like, no, just you. And it was the most awkward thing I've ever seen her do, and the funniest shit in the world. I still to this day kind of make fun of her. Like she'll listen to Pandora on her phone in her car, and like a song off this album will pop up, and then all of a sudden I'll just be like, no, just you, and she'll hit me and we'll laugh and we'll crack up. But yeah, this album always reminds me of that show just because it was so funny, just good stuff. But I think there was like 3 or 4 singles on this. My favorite being the last track, not number 23. The title is 23. It's just a great ending track off an album. Jimmy World has like a habit of, I don't think it's intentional, but like in my opinion, putting their best songs as the last songs on their albums, just because they just have this perfect way of ending an album. And 23 is one of those songs. It's fantastic. I actually learned how to play it and play it at a show once. I did. It doesn't sound the same on acoustic, I'll tell you that. But super good. This album's really, really good. If you guys haven't listened to it, listen to it. You've probably heard something off of it if you've never paid attention. But yeah, Jimmy World Futures just kind of brings back funny memories to me. So that's it. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching episode 11 of AutoAudiography, and I'll see you later. Bye.